This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Monday, August 23rd, 2021. The title of this rant is, Will Democrats' Circular Firing Squad Kill the Reconciliation Bill? So the House is coming back this week. The infrastructure bill, the $1.5 billion or a little bit less, was approved by the Senate, and it needs to get voted on in the House. Now, the House needs to also take care of the $3.5 trillion reconciliation bill. Right now, 9 House Democrats apparently are saying, we want to vote on the infrastructure bill first so we can free up that money. But behind that is that they don't want to negotiate on the $3.5 trillion bill, because if they vote on the infrastructure bill first, they may not vote for the reconciliation bill, which is what we need to do. Because the reconciliation bill may take a couple months to do. And Nancy is advocating we vote on the reconciliation, then we vote on the infrastructure. Why? Because it forces all of the Democrats to get together, and whatever compromises have to be made have to be hashed out. And that means that those 9 House Democrats, and of course everyone in there, especially Joe Manchin and Sinema, they're going to have to say what needs to be cut from the reconciliation bill. Is it going to be elder care? Is it going to be early childhood education? Is it going to be universal pre-K? Is it going to be 5G? Is it going to be renewables? What's it going to be? How much are they going to cut? How much are they willing to cut? And how will they justify that to their constituents? And the problem is that we are at a point in time where the will of the majority now has to prevail, whereas the will of the minority has been prevailing for the last 50 years. Because each one of those individual components in the reconciliation bill is overwhelmingly approved of, 60% up to 70% by a majority of Americans. And the Democrats have to hang together. This is a team sport. Sometimes you have to give things up for the team. You have to be a team player. I mean, this is one of the reasons why people hate politics, because there's too many people. Everyone has their own opinion. You can't keep up what's going on. And all of this has got to get hashed out. And I don't call it the sausage making. I call it the wastewater treatment plant, where you start out with a bunch of shit and then it all gets funneled through. And then all of a sudden you have drinkable water. A lot of stuff has to go on to make that work. But at the same time, we have our friends over on the other side, the GOP, who are basically continuing, and I mean continuing to advocate this, and this has been their MO for the last, since the Civil War, when they were Democrats then, but they're Republicans now, is for what is referred to as subnational authoritarianism, where basically that minority of minority, and I mean Christian white men, continue to hold the reins of power. And this must end. And the biggest start that we can have to that is for the Democrats to follow Nancy, vote for the reconciliation first in the House, then vote for the infrastructure bill, and basically get America back on its feet again. And let's have majority rule continue their start right away.